My name is Rebecca Boyd, and I'm from Southern California. I live in Rancho Cucamonga. I love to read. I'm really excited to be in this course. I've actually been trying to take this class for a few semesters, but my load was always too heavy, and so I couldn't quite squeeze it in. And this time it was the first class that I was able to pick. I picked this class because I love children's literature. I have 5 kids, and I love to read with them. They're all avid readers like me. Besides reading, I like to hike and spend time outdoors and with my family. My top 10 favorite children's books, it was kind of hard to pick, but I really love The Adventures of Frog and Toad. I used to read this with my mom when I was little, and it's one of those books that I love to read with my kids now as a mom. I loved Thumbelina, Harry Potter. Corduroy was probably my most favorite book as a child and one of my favorite books to read to my kids now. Um, I loved the colorful pictures and the story and how the bear found a home with the little girl. I love Heidi, the story of Heidi. I love Amelia Bedelia books. These are also another favorite. I love that there are so many stories in the Amelia Bedelia series. I love how funny they are. And one of my favorite things about reading these with my kids is when they're young and they just get to that age where they kind of start to understand the humor in it, and it kind of clicks to them. That's really fun. Another favorite is Oscar, Cat About Town. This was one of my childhood favorites. It's about a cat that is a stray, and he wanders from home to home, from the town veterinarian to a family to a baseball field, and he becomes the town cat and finds a home. And I also love Anne of Green Gables. I love that story. I love the entire series. I love the Time Warp Trio. My favorite of the Time Warp Trio is Knights of the Kitchen Table. It's a fun series to read with my kids, especially because it's entertaining not just for my little kids but my big kids too, and I like it myself. One of our traditions is that every time we go on a family trip to Utah or somewhere, I'll buy one of those books, and then each night of our trip, I will read a chapter to my kids as their bedtime story. So that's been kind of a fun tradition. And then there's a new series that I just discovered. It's Bruce the Bear, and it has different stories about this bear named Bruce, and he kind of gets in trouble and into mischief. And my son's name is Bruce, and we call him Bruce the Bear. So it was really fun to discover this book and read this series with my kids. And so those are some of my favorites.